What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Boston Celtics fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We'll be doing a live play-by-play reaction scoreboard chat. You name it, we'll be doing it, hopefully, as the San Antonio Spurs face the Boston Celtics. Bad news tonight for Celtics fans, as Kristaps Porzingis is out, and former San Antonio Spur Derek White, unfortunately, not be playing tonight. I really like to see our old Spurs play against our current Spurs, and he's out tonight, so that won't be happening. Not sure he's going to be in the Celtics starting lineup in their place. No matter what happens, hopefully we have a good game, a close game. A Spurs win would be nice. And maybe having those two guys out will give us a much better chance of winning, but I would still prefer that both guys win the game. Would like to see Wemby go off against Kristaps. Not a chance. Not a chance. Maybe Al Horford be on the starting lineup. We'll find out soon. Breeding, good evening to you, Mr. J's Pokemon World. Brinson, Isabel, good evening to you. Andy, Fashion Flexing. Where's the set? Oh, it's gone. I've leaned up a little bit. I was watching the Wemby Donkey short I put up, and I was like, wow, I'm getting a lot of gray in my beard on the side. It's making me look older than I am. So zoop, 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 and here we are, a lean, mean TSR machine, I guess, if you will. Good morning, aggressive. I'm excited, man. I hope the Spurs we saw in the second half against the Atlanta Hawks are who come out tonight, because we're going to need that to beat the Boston Celtics. I did not look at the Spurs injury report before jumping online, so I'm going to pull up the Spurs injury report now. Charles Bassey, of course, is out. He's out for the year. Zach Collins, I'm sure, is still out. I'm not sure if we're dealing with any other injuries, so let's take a look. No. Zach Collins, Charles Bassey, and Sidy Cissoko has been ruled out, so he's out with maybe a sore butt from not playing. I don't know. Zach Collins, by the way, progressed to 3-on-3 work Wednesday and said he's optimistic he will return before the end of San Antonio's 5-game road trip, which ends Monday in Philadelphia. Jack McDonald of the San Antonio Express News reports. So it sounds like Zach will be back sooner than later. I like Zach. I don't think we should see him back in the starting lineup, though. With all due respect, I like Wemby as the starting 5. I don't want Wemby to go back to the 4. Just my personal opinion. Brian, good evening to you. Imagine we win despite the percentages. Glazing baking any given Sunday, or in this case, Wednesday. Just got done shooting around myself. It's cold at F, and nice being in the warmth with Rich and the Spurs fan. It's cold up here where I am in Connecticut. I am definitely not playing any hoops right now, although I can't. My driveway is still covered in ice. Not the whole thing, but the area near the basketball hoop, which doesn't get much sun, still pretty icy, so I don't think I want to go play ice skip ball, although maybe that is a fun thing to do. Just sliding around and shooting. I did lift weights today, ran a couple miles, so I'm feeling good. Me and TSR are both really busting our butts to get in shape this year because we plan on doing some Spartans and a lot of hiking and other extracurricular activities, and you want to make sure you're in shape to do all those. And we want to be in shape together. Spur of the moment, good evening. Veronica, happy Wednesday to you. Happy Dougie's not on the injury report, Veronica, because it looks like he's good to go. The Spurs could use his three-point shooting. And how about the trade today? Pascal Siakam is going from the Raptors to the Pacers. They snagged 3 first-round picks and another player whose name escapes me. That's not good news for Spurs fans because the Raptors, we own their lottery pick for this year, and it's top 6 protected. Without Pascal Siakam, you got to think the team's only going one direction, this way. I think that pick conveys, I think it's top 6 protected this year, and then it conveys again next year, then it conveys again the next year. So, a little worried about that pick turning into a first-round pick in the lottery this year now. Yes, smash that like button if you haven't done so. It does help the channel. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Appreciate y'all. TSR, I need y'all to beat the Celtics. Jacob, we'll try. Certainly try our best. Yes, no Derek White and no Kristaps Porzingis. I'm very disappointed. If I'm being transparent, I don't really care too much that Kristaps is out. I would like to see Wemby go against him. It is what it is. But Derek White not being out there tonight, I was really hoping to watch him play against his former team, and not going to happen. And I'm not sure who Dejan Milojevic is, but he passed away. So rest in peace. Born in 1977, the same year I was born. So that's a little scary. I'm assuming he was affiliated with the Celtics in some way. I don't have the sound up, so I don't know what his affiliation was with the Celtics. Dougie is healthy. Your magic potion work. Spicy P with Halliburton should be interesting. Yes, big time. There's only one guarantee for Spurs fans. Tim Duncan is not walking through that door. Gio, the Celtics are on a 19-game winning streak. Damn. That's going to be tough tonight. I'm getting up for work in 5 hours sharp, so it won't last any longer than quarter one. I wonder why you guys insist on playing it. It's the dead of the night for you. For me, it's 7:30 Eastern. So 7:30 in the evening is pretty good time to start a basketball game, but I understand you're on the other side of the ocean, so I feel for you. Which would you rather have, DeJounte or Trey? Sonic Scar, I think I'm going to have to do a video on that because I've done the video about DeJounte. I did a video today about Trae Young, and I think I just might need to just kind of touch base on both of them together. So I'd want to put some thought into that. But good evening, Sonic Scar. Cheers, old mate. Federal Play. I thought the whole curse with the Hornets being injured the whole time came upon him. Glad it didn't. Who? Federal Play. Oh, he was an assistant coach for Golden State. Oh, I did not know that. Angie, I always hope we win, and I'm doing good. I mean, I'm always hoping the Spurs win. I've been probably in the minority the last few years of anti-team tank. There's been a lot of Spurs fans, and I get it, and it worked out in the end. We got Wemby, but they were hoping for the Spurs to tank, and I was never on that, never jumped on that wagon, if you will, or on that train. I always just kind of stuck with, hey, let's keep winning, try to win. If we lose in the process, so be it, but let's play our best basketball and grow and get better at our craft. So, it is what it is. It's only 6 p.m., but dark where I'm at. Daylight sucks. 6 p.m. Oh, you're an hour and a half behind. Hour and a half. That's interesting. DJ said he sees Pop as a dad, and he welcomes a trade. I saw that, your boy Rico. Some people are looking at it as this was kind of worked out perfectly. You trade DeJounte Murray away. You're bad enough to get Victor Wembanyama, and then you bring him back, and hopefully you don't have to give up everything that you originally got to get him back. I'm not opposed to DeJounte Murray coming to the team. I'm not opposed to Trae Young. I'll always support the Spurs' decisions, even if I don't agree with them. Well, let me rephrase that. I might not always support the decisions. I will cheer for the player that's on our roster. So if DeJounte comes here, great. If Trae comes here, great. If neither one comes here, great. Whatever. The one thing I always want to remind fans is we keep saying this year's draft might get Nikola Topic or Isaiah Collier or insert name here. Yeah, those are great draft prospects, but there's no guarantee a point guard is going to pan out. They could easily be a bust as well. With the DeJounte Murray and a Trae Young, at least you know what you're getting. With a draft pick, yeah, sure, it could be a franchise point guard for the next decade, or it could be a guy that sits on the bench and is off your team in 3 years. See Joshua Primo, Luka Samanic, so forth and so on. Well, Phil, I don't eat beef, so I'm going to go with the shrimp ramen. So, good luck, Jacob, with the Cavs. Not exactly. Okay. Weird. I was kind of wondering. I'm sorry, because you said 6 o'clock, and I was like, you're an hour and a half behind me? How's that work out? I just went with it. Benjamin Go Spurs Go was right. Gabriel, howdy to you. Pacers fleeced themselves with a 1-year rental Toronto. Yes. Spur of the moment. 3 first-round picks? That's like if they don't win a championship, it's definitely going to be ultimate fleecing with the Timberwolves and the Utah Jazz. The Jazz got, 5 first-round picks, I believe, for Rudy Gobert? And these teams that give up 1 million draft picks for one player, it's like, you do realize if you don't win a championship and that player leaves, you are screwed, possibly for the next few years. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, our Spurs haven't done that, so thank goodness. I think 3 for Pascal's way too much. Way too much. I still feel that they should get Bobo and Ben Simmons. You've been consistent with that, Angie. I'll give you credit. You've been very consistent with that. So props to you. Yes. Odyssey, good evening to you. We got the whole crew. Well, not the whole crew. We have the normal crew, if you will. Selena Gomez in the house. Grogu sitting over here behind, doing I don't know what behind Selena. And of course, my favorite, Baby Coyote's in the house. Boop, boop. He's always watching the game with me. What's up, Machine 78? Rich Wemby ball. Oh, I hope I read that sentence wrong, and I just read Wemby balls, and I was like, where are we going with this? You hope he balls out tonight. And hey, balls out's better than balls in. Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and use the force Luke Cornett are the starters for the Boston Celtics. I figured Horford would be in the starting lineup. I wasn't sure about who else. It is going to be Luke Cornett. For our San Antonio Spurs, it's going to be Jones, Vassell, Champagny, Sohan, Wembanyama, the tried and true, what we've been using for, well, since Malachi Brown got pulled from the starting lineup, which was definitely the right move. Trey Jones should have been starting way back before this. As soon as the Jeremy Sohan point guard experiment ended, which should have ended sooner, might I say, Jones should have been a starter. Hi. I shaved it all in the ice cold. I'm a little crazy like that. AK12, good evening to you. Good evening, Jorge. Physique, what's up? And Jamie Duran, good evening to you. I did not see that aggressive, but they both went off, didn't they? Porzingis is out with a knee. White is out with an ankle. And if you're just coming in, Derek White is out for tonight for the Celtics. We're not going to be able to see our former guy playing against our current team. But you know what? It is what it is. Hopefully Derek's okay sooner than later. And hopefully Spurs can get a surprise win tonight. Y'all know I have no love for Boston teams. I don't really have much venom for the Celtics. The Red Sox, I have one of these. And for the Patriots, I have two of them. And those are interchangeable. We have two of these for the Red Sox, one of these for the Patriots. I mean, it's kind of equal. And then the Bruins, whatever. I'm not a hockey fan, so I guess they're okay. Real good evening to you. Garrett, good evening to you. And the players are on the court. And away we go. No Tingus Pingus or Tingus Pingus. That's an interesting name. Sands family, good evening to you. And the Celtics are actually going to win the jump ball. You're welcome for the broadcast, by the way. I'm just sitting here in shock about 3 first-rounders for Pascal Siakam. He's a great player, but giving up 3 first-rounders, he ain't worth that, in my opinion. Nope. Jason Tatum's going to get in the paint, throw it up. He's get the first bucket of the game. The home team's up 2-0. This is in Boston. And we kind of lucked out tonight, Spurs fans. Usually these games are blacked out for me. For whatever reason, the Celtics games have not been blacked out this year. I live in Connecticut. Maybe they're not considering Connecticut part of the market anymore, which they shouldn't. Where I live is nowhere near Boston, so it was always BS that I couldn't watch the games. By the way, that's a Jeremy Sohan 3 to start us off for San Antonio. Sohan shooting the 3 much better than he has, well, ever, because he's only in his second year. But the Celtics come back and answer the 3 with a 3 by Jaylen Brown. 5-3. Arku 3, good evening. Yeah, I don't know about Sohan in the paint, misses a layup, gets the ball back, and he's going to throw it down and miss the dunk. Gets the offensive ball again, gets it to Champagny for a little jumper, and it's good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The Nets games haven't been blacked out. The Celtics games haven't, and they shouldn't be. I'm in central Connecticut. I am nowhere near Brooklyn, and I'm sure as hell nowhere near Boston. They're both an hour and a half plus away. So I think maybe they finally changed their rules on blackouts in my area. It made no sense that I couldn't watch the games with them being in different states on top of that. I can understand if I lived up north in like Enfield, Connecticut, alley-oop to Wemby, and you know that's... Oh, yeah.
Thunder dunk of justice.
That pass may have been from Sohan. Spurs, the youngest team in the NBA, 23 and a half years. I didn't see who got the assist on that. They may have been a Jeremy Sohan assist. Well, there's another 3 for the Celtics as Drew Holiday drains it. Drew looking pretty good with the dreads and headband. I like it. Looking good. I would do it myself, but, my hair doesn't do that, so never mind. Wemby for 3. Okay. It's going to be that kind of game. No defense. All right, Brita. Don't be guaranteeing L's. I did get lucky. Alright, Spurs. Vamos, Espuelas, vamos. Go, Spurs, go. We're going to have a foul. Garrett, I didn't grow up in Connecticut. I grew up in Western Massachusetts. Was a Giants fan and a Yankees fan growing up in a New York household. Nobody in my family liked basketball, so I just kind of discovered the Spurs on my own via David Robinson. Robinson became my favorite player. The Spurs became my favorite team. I guess it's kind of lucky for me that happened because right when I started getting into the NBA, Jordan's Bulls were starting their dynasty, so I could have easily jumped on the bandwagon and followed them. I chose not to. Wemby with the ugliest looking layup I've ever seen, and throws it up on the backboard and out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover, or I guess a missed shot. You know what it is? It's going to be Shaq and a fool. Wemby go find himself on Shaq and a fool with that one. Daniel Barry, good evening to you. I hope it's not. Hey, listen, I will root for any team playing the Lakers. Just putting it out there. I can't stand their super team thing they've been doing the last few years. So I will always root for whoever's playing the Lakers. Jason Tatum gets in the paint, throws up the layup. It's good. We have a tied game at 10. Trey Jones will bring it up for the Spurs on the other end, looking to get it to Wemby. Wemby in the post. One-on-one with Al Horford. Wemby with the spin. And turns the ball over. Left his feet, and probably shouldn't have did that. Drew Holiday with the ball for the Celtics, and the Spurs have Jeremy Sohan guarding Drew and Trey Jones guarding Jason Tatum. I don't know if that's going to be like that all night because Trey's like 3 feet shorter than Jason, who just hit the jumper over him. I mean, not 3 feet, but you get the drift. 12-10, Celtics up by 2. And Wemby for 3 again. Okay. All right. I don't like him chucking threes, but he's made 2 threes, so, well, what the hell do I know? Drew Holiday with a 3 of his own. This is ridiculous. This is a lot of points for the first 4 minutes. The Spurs are 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. The Celtics are 3 of 4 in 4 minutes. We have 28 points. Sohan for 3. He's going to miss that 3. That's a first missed 3. It is Celtics ball. Pull-up jumper in the paint is no good by Jaylen Brown. Spurs ball. And Wemby gets a little butterfingersy and loses the ball out of bounds on the Celtics side. Toby, good evening to you. Anthony, I have been to San Antonio. I went last year. It's that was like tickets? Maybe like a $2,000 trip, so it's not something I'm going to do yearly. But maybe every other year. I was thinking about going this year, and then the Spurs ticket prices skyrocketed, and I was like, I don't think I want to do that. Now I've kind of already got one. Well, I shouldn't kind of. I do have one vacation booked. I might have a UFC event I'm going to go to in March. UFC is going to be in my area, New Jersey, which isn't too far away in Atlantic City, so I'm going to see if my buddy Jeff wants to go to that. That turnaround jumper is no good by Tatum. It is Spurs ball, down 15-13, 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Jones drives in the paint, kicks it out to Vassell, catch and shoot 3. Oh, Ikarama. Wemby with the rebound. The putback is good, and Wemby is on fire. Devin Vassell misses his first shot, and let me just say this about Devin. He has struggled mightily the last 2 games. I hope that doesn't continue tonight. We are absolutely going to need him if we have a chance to beat the Celtics, and we're also going to need Kellen Johnson to play much better than he did against the Hawks. Tatum for 3, no good. Spurs ball. Jones will bring it up. 7 minutes to go in the first Q. Jones down 3-point land, starts to drive back to Wemby. Wemby shoots the 3, and he misses his first 3 of the game. Did he? Llama, I didn't catch that. Does Wemby have 10 points already? Good grief. Jaylen Brown for 3. There's literally no defense in this game. No. Anthony, I would have gone to this game tonight because it's in Boston. The ticket prices are ridiculous. I talked to Beantown Breakdown, a fellow YouTube content creator and friend, about going to the game, and nosebleed tickets were $250. And OK tickets were $400. We both agreed that is ridiculous. When I went to see the Spurs, and it was actually not last year, but the end of 2022, I sat 1 game 4 rows behind the Spurs bench and 1 game 6 rows behind the Spurs bench, and both tickets were $400 or less. Now, granted, the team was bad last season, but the Celtics prices right now for tickets are astronomical. And Bobby from Beantown Breakdown was telling me they're essentially playoff ticket prices, and I was like, I'm not playing inflated prices. I'll stay here on YouTube and hang out with you guys instead. He shouldn't be on a minutes restriction, but he probably is. Shoot, if the Spurs play too well, I'll have to watch more quarters. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Bad shooting is like the flu. Spreads through the team, yeah. Knicks or Nets, neither, Anthony. Don't like either. Devin needs a haircut. The extra weight is throwing him off. Watch out there, Veronica. Or you're going to get a chocolate from Miss TSR. She loves Devin's hair. You know what? Spur of the moment, I wouldn't be shocked if Pop does take him out now. Yeah, the tickets here at the Frost Bank Center, yes, they did, Rory. They went way up. Wemby rolled his ankle like 3 weeks ago now. It's been a while since he rolled his ankle, and he's been on a minutes restriction for a long time. No back-to-backs either. So he needs to get out the way and let Wemby do the boards. I love the Marauders. What's up? I love the wheel deal part of NBA. I hope Spurs looking depleted. Memphis, Washington, and now Toronto. Ronald, good evening from Johannesburg. Or in Johannesburg. I'm in Connecticut. Good evening to you. I always have mixed feelings when Wemby shoots a three. I'm angry when he takes them, but I'm happy when he makes them. Yes! Yes! I agree. And yes, Veronica, apparently she does like the wow, the pineapple look. I've never heard it called that. Because I've seen I see a lot of dudes. Well, not a lot, but some guys. When I went to an eye exam, one of the guys that worked there had, I guess it's called the pineapple look. Yeah, I guess she does like it. Well, Anthony, you have a major advantage. How long is Giannis out, Jacob? Anthony, if he gets the minutes, he could have a 40-point game, which I would love to see. Wemby's career high is 38, I think, against the Suns. I would love to see him go for 40. That would just make my day. It really would make my... I mean, that would be awesome to see him go for 40 tonight. He's in the game. He is still in the game. Do I say he's on the court? So maybe he'll play till about the 6 or 5 minute mark. We'll see. He has the ball right now. And gets pushed in the back from Al Horford. That is a foul. Odyssey, I was thinking that too. With Pascal Siakam being traded, it's looking very bleak to get that Toronto pick in this lottery coming up. Phil's a poet. Lonnie. Oh, God. Phil. I don't think I ever showed her Lonnie Walker's hair. Like original Lonnie Walker hair. I'm going to have to. Wemmy's coming out. Damn. Dominic Barlden, and I doubt we'll see Wemby again in the first quarter. We'll see Jeremy Sohan in the paint. Pass it out to Trey Jones for three. No good. I'm going there the first weekend favorite. Bought 2 tickets for $58 total. Wow. Yeah, tickets are probably cheap right now. Spurs tickets are like $4 in the balcony. So how much is it? Like, I could still think of... no, I can't. 2015 Celtics up, and now the Spurs are going to have a turnover. This is going to be an over and back. Yep. Oh, come on, guys. Is Mike McCarthy staying around? I thought for sure they would move on for him. Well, as a Giants fan, good. Minutes restriction is code for tank time. Ronald? I agree. And Katsu 10, I also agree. The minutes thing is getting extremely annoying. He seems fine on the court, that's for darn sure. Horford for three. Oh boy. And Wemby's out. And the lead for the opposing team starts to expand. I'm going to Dallas and firing him myself. Veronica? Please don't do that. Jones drives and gets the layup in the paint. Nice job, Trey. Trifecta, good evening to you. I've never been to a Knicks or Nets game, so I can't comment. I have no desire to go to see either of them in their respective cities. That's a miss, and Kelvin Johnson with the rebound for the Spurs. 23-17, 5.5 minutes to go. Gets it to Trey, back to Kelvin. He lines up for three, and he will miss. I'm a little worried because Kelvin and Devin were awful, just terrible against the Hawks, and I'm hoping that doesn't continue tonight. That's an air ball. I don't know, shot the air ball for the Celtics to get the ball back. 10 on the shot clock. Peyton Pritchard with the ball for the Celtics. He's going to take a three. That is no good. Sohan with the rebound. 5 minutes remaining. Jeremy will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets it over to Trey Jones. Jones will survey the court and now just launch a three. All right. I know Trey hit some threes. I think it was against the Hawks. He started off like 4-4, but now he's taking 2 more threes, and he's 0 for 2 on this. And he simmered down a little bit as Jaylen Brown gets in the paint. Throws it up and in. Zach, good evening to you, my friend. Caps U10, they are less exciting without Wemby in there. Johnson with a pass to Vassell in the paint. Vassell is going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Card Vibe, good evening to you. Jacob, I guess as Spurs fans, I think we all need to be concerned about that Toronto pick with Pascal Siakam being traded. I don't see the Raptors winning a lot of games the rest of the season. Unless somebody has like a breakout year. What is that movie called where they asked that guy, who's your baseball team? And he said Boston, and they beat him up. Yes, Jacob, league pass. Vassell's free 3 throws good. I don't know that movie. I have no idea. Jam Sesh, $90 in the Hunter area. You talking about Spurs tickets right now? Are they that cheap? Devin Vassell had a good game last time they played the Celtics. He had 22 points on 9 of 15 shooting. The Spurs need that tonight. He makes both free throws. It is 25-19. 4:23. This game is on NBC Sports if you live in New England. If you live outside of New England, NBA League Pass. If you're in Texas, Bailey Sports. And it's going to be Spurs ball after that miss by the Celtics. That may have been a turnover. I'm not really sure. I don't know what that was. Sohan with the ball, thinks about a three, starts to drive, gets into the paint. Stops, spins, kicks it out to Malachi Brandon, who's checked in. Brandon back to Sohan. Sohan for three. Nope. I'm seeing our guys chuck too many threes. I know we started off the game making them. Now we're still chucking them, and we're not making them. No chucking. The only chuck we want to see is this chuck. Turnover by the Celtics. Spurs ball. Keldon Johnson drives. Gets bumped in the back. No whistle. And now a whistle. Out of timeout. I don't know why Keldon just get... Oh, whatever. I was saying, look at it, got run into. I was taking a shot, but no whistle. I guess they're going to let him play tonight, so be it. Spurs tickets skyrocketed at the beginning of the season. Now they can't give them. Now they can't give them away. That sounds all right. Odyssey Vassell, the last two games has been bad, and not really cooking yet tonight. Not yet. I don't know who Quita is. Oh, no, Nemia's Quita. Yes, I do. Quita, Kuda, Q. I'll just call him Q. There you go. I'm doing good, French Zero. What'd you miss? Well, Wemmy got off cooking, and Pop pulled them out. Still on a minutes restriction. And now the team is chucking threes, and they're not going in. That's going to be another good score for Wemmy. The bench, and I agree. I mean, Kelvin, I thought off the bench would be terrific, and he's had a few good games, but he's been... like a lot of our Spurs this year, consistently inconsistent. No, James, no senorita. No senorita tonight. I was supposed to see her last night. We had a snow and then ice storm in Connecticut, so unfortunately the ice C-blocked me. Did I just say that in my... I did. Yeah. This is why we always losing Pop. Always South players when they playing good. Who preach on? Man, I remember a game a few years ago. DeJounte Murray was off to a career game. He was having the best start ever in the first quarter. And then Pop pulled him after like 7 minutes. Maybe 7.5 minutes. That's when they did that minutes rotation where Patty Mills and Rudy Gay always came at the same time every game, no matter what. He pulled them, and then he just never got back on track. And we've seen that a lot where somebody has a hot hand. It's like, look, Victor. I know you scored 18 points in 6 minutes, but gotta take you out. That drives me crazy. Yeah, Anthony, I would agree with that. Arnett still good evening to you. And they're not doing maybe any flavors. They're not doing them any flavors, Julian. I mean, I'm sure he'd like to get Rookie of the Year. He'd like to help his team win. He'd like to be on the court. And, well, he's getting Rookie of the Year blocked by Pop. Getting R blocked. I don't know. What do you think about that, Selena?
When you're ready, come and get it. Na, 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 na.
Oh, what the? What'd I do? Ah!
When you're ready, come and get it.
What happened? Where's my co-host? What did I do? Selena, where are you at? I don't know what I did. What did TSR do? Oh, I totally screwed everything up. And now Kawhi's laughing at me, and I don't like it. All right, back to the game. 27-19. I'm going to... Damn it. Keldon with the ball. Going to start to drive. 3 on the shot clock and in the paint. Forces the shot. Gets a little jump hook. I know. I mean... How's that? I don't know what happened. That 3 is no good by Brissett. We're going to have a whistle. And a foul on Boston. She left because the Spurs players suck. Don Allen, good evening. Dude, I was at the Spurs game Friday versus the Bobcats. There was a great crowd there, and below Plaza Loa was decently expensive. Okay. Did I move her off the screen? Where is she? Spurs ball. I'm trying to get Selena back. Hey! Okay. Welcome back, my friend. All right. It is Spurs ball. Kelvin Johnson with the ball right now. 4 on the shot clock. Drops it off to Blake Wesley. But Wesley's going to drive in the paint. Gets it to Brandon for the layup as the shot clock's expiring again. So somehow Selena got below the camera. So in OBS, you can have layers, and Selena went below the camera layer. So my apologies. She's back. Or maybe she was... Hey. I believe in a monogamous relationship. I would never do anything with Selena Gomez. Although I have a feeling I would get a hall pass to do something with Selena if the opportunity presented itself. But I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't. Yeah, I was kind of confused when he said Bobcats. You mean the Hornets, Don? Mr. Scotch Christ says, I knew she was under the desk. Yes, Selena's on a minute restriction as well. Nice. That's a good one. Nope, Bobcat. Oh, okay. As you did there. It is Celtics. Well, Celtics are only up by 4. Pritchard with a pull-up jumper, no good. Fight for the board, and Malachi Brandon will corral the loose ball. The Spurs are hanging in here with Boston so far. And then Malachi turns the ball over because I was, saying something positive about our team. Flying into the paint is Jason Tatum. Loses the ball, but we're going to have a whistle and probably 2 free throws coming up. Ronald, they've been keeping most of the games close. Yes, they were getting annihilated by the Hawks in the first half, but they came out and, I didn't realize it at the time, but Pop benching the starters was to light a fire under their butt. I guess he didn't like the energy he saw from Vassell, Wemby, and who else got Trey Jones, and benched their butts. And you know what? Maybe it worked. So, and Spurs didn't win the game, but they sure did fight back hard. Tatum was at the line for 2. First free throw's good. 28-23. Let's go, Osman. I'm glad you enjoyed the game, Don. That is awesome. Misses the second free throw, and Chetty Osman will fly in for the rebound. Spurs down 28-23. And Wemby is sat out half the first quarter. Brandon's going to drive and force a layup in the paint off the glass, and it's good. 28-25. A little over a minute to go, my friends. 3-point game. Hopefully this means Wemby will get more minutes later in the game when, hopefully things are close. Hauser for 3. Hauser. My name is Quaid, not Hauser. Get your butt to Mars. Get your butt to Mars. Drew Holiday in the paint is going to get... We have another foul. Another foul on the Spurs. Dang it. Q, I think, got fouled for the Celtics, rocking a headband. Oh, you didn't know? Howdy, Roy. Don, if Wemby drops a 60 this year, that would be incredible. I mean, he's going to have to use the force a lot. Woo, to get that. Woo, look how cute I am. Boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep. I don't know. It sounds like I'm saying booby, but I'm not. But although it looks like Grogu's playing with booby, so I just stopped that too. All right, we'll just stop all that nonsense. 30-25. Didman, good evening to you. That's a good point. Today's game, look at all the guys scoring more than 30 points a game. Back in the day, 28 or 29 would lead you in the league in the 90s or 80s. We have 6 guys averaging 30 or more this year. Brandon's going to launch a 30. No good. Q with the rebound. It is Celtics ball. About a 2-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. I'm going to ad playing on ESPN, so let me shut that off so that doesn't crash the stream. Drew Holiday out in 3-point land, 7 on the shot clock. He's going to take a step back 3. In and out, and that's a miss. Blake Wesley with the rebound. Wesley sprints up the court. Runner is off the glass and no good. But the Spurs are down by only 5, so a good first quarter, all things considered, when we're playing one of the best in the Eastern Conference, or maybe they are the best, I'm not sure. Celtics first or second right now? I don't know. I haven't looked in a while. But we need more Wemby. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more Wemby. All right, that's not making it on Saturday Night Live ever, but it's the truth. I need more Wemby. I got to have more Wemby. I'm just saying, I need more Wemby. Spurs need some Wemby and some milk. We need some Chetty Bang Bang. Nice, Marauder. I like that. Pop would shut that. Wait, what's Pop shutting down? I guess all you got to do is hard foul Wemby and Pop going to sit and... Unfortunately, yes. North Sparks, good evening to you. The Spurs are looking good. Probably the only bum news we got tonight with this game is Derek White is out. I really want to see Derek play tonight. Yes, Mike McCarthy safe as Cowboys head coach according to My Sports Update. I would do a reaction to that, Zach, but I'm already like live right now. The scoring is bonkers. Cowboy X Factor, your Wemby Donkey short cheered me up, so I'd like to say thank you for. I'm glad you enjoyed that Cowboy X Factor. I put that up because I didn't have any content really. Didn't really have anything planned for yesterday, and I think it's good to have one video put up a day, no matter whether it's a live video, uploaded video, or a short. And I was like, maybe some people didn't see that, and I thought it was a weird call because it was not intentional. I just got excited in the moment, and Wemby Donkey, there you go. Blake has been looking a lot better, by the way, a lot better. We need some Wemby Donkey. Oh boy. Let's write Pop and tell him to lift Wemby's minutes restriction. Darren, I wish it was that easy. You think the minutes restriction extension is punishment from Pop for Wemby trying to force himself into a game? No. I would hope not. I think the Spurs are being extra cautious with the ankle injury he had a few weeks ago, and it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. As Spurs fans, if we keep complaining about the minutes restriction, him playing limited minutes, we're going to keep complaining. But then if he was to get hurt in any way, shape, or form, then we're going to all be like, and then you're going to hate Pop. You'll be like, why did you restrict his minutes? He blew out his ankle. He's out for a month. We told you we shouldn't be playing him. So, I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. Double-edged sword. Julian, I think they really thought Zach Collins was the guy. Zach Collins is not the guy. I like Zach. I like him off the bench, not as a starter. Is Wemby back in the game? Wemby's back in the game. He's got Dougie, Chetty, Kelman, and Malachi, so he's got shooters around him. That's the goal from Pop. Got people that can spread the floor. Branham drives in the paint, throws up a layup. Malachi Branham is aggressive tonight. I like it. Zach LaVine for Vassell straight up? Sure. I mean, if that's a trade, why not? I don't think that's going to happen, Connor. As I looked away, the Celtics dropped a deuce on the Spurs, 32-27. Spurs shooting 40% on the night. The Celtics are shooting a little better at 46%. Spurs are 3 of 11 from beyond the arc. I think they started the game 3 of 3. So that means we missed 8 in a row. Osman with the layup. We missed 8 3-pointers in a row. Started 3 of 3, now 3 of 11. Not like the band. Holiday's jumper is no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Spurs ball, 32-29. Cowboy X Factor, I'm glad they always cheer you up. They are going to be in the next music video for TSR Sports. I'll announce it again, if I haven't done it already. The music and lyrics, the music and vocal, Wemby for 3. Misses a 3, that's 9 missed 3s in a row. Kellen almost gets the rebound, instead takes a shot in the face for his trouble. Wemby in the Name Of, which is a cover of Rage Against the Machine's Killing in the Name Of. The song is done. I just need to shoot a music video. I don't know if I'm doing it yet. I might parody the Rage Against the Machine video. Look, Q drives on the paint. Floors Wemby, no foul, throws down a dunk, 34-29. So I'm hoping to have that up maybe this weekend. Shooting videos takes time, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do 100% yet. Wemby with the ball right now, getting double teamed. Throws up the left-handed layup off the glass, no good. It's going to be Celtics ball. They are up by 5. Kokashibo, we are right now, hoping to just jinx us. 3 beards. I didn't know you were a musician. I guess never asked. Peyton Pritchard for 3, and it's now an 8-point game. That is the biggest lead of the night for the Celtics. I am a metal musician, 3 beards. Metal/death metal, although I don't really do death metal anymore because, 1, the lyrical content is not my thing anymore, but 2, I find people don't like that lyrical style. I do put death metal vocals as a a supplement song still. Maybe the chorus will be in a death metal voice, or there'll be a backing track in death metal voice, but it's not the only voice I use. That 3 is no good. It is Spurs ball. Chetty Osman will bring it up for San Antonio. Who's going to score for the Spurs? We need some offense and some milk. Osman with the layup in the paint. No good. He is a liability. Cowboy X Factor, Siakam for 3 first-round picks. I think Peyton Pritchard just hit a 3, by the way, and that's an 11-point game. Who do I want to see in the playoffs? The NFL playoffs? Do you mean like the Super Bowl? Hurricane Megan, the Celtics are undefeated. We're in a timeout. Let me see if I can catch up to the chat a little bit. But the Pacers traded away 3 first-round picks. I don't know if those are all unprotected. If they are, that is way too much for Pascal Siakam. I swear the NBA needs to limit teams to 5 3-pointers per quarter. Benjamin, I can't wait either. Winning is not my mission. I'm here to teach these young kids about life. I hate the 3-point shot. Play rock. Okay. You had a Billboard song? What? Shut the front door, Three Beards. That is awesome. Is the name of your band Three Beards? Good evening, Greg. Another musician you consider a drum. I do consider a drummer a musician. I have a drum set in my basement. Thank you very much. I also play all the drums on the TSR Sports music playlist. It is an Alesis SR16. I'll be transparent. It's a drum machine. A lot of it I'm playing by fingers, though. Just tapping everything. Tapping the bass, the snare. The only thing that's really programmed is a double bass and maybe a couple tom rolls and a snare roll. Everything else, I play manually. I just play everything by my fingers, which, it's easy to do because I can play a real drum set. I've been playing on my actual drums for my drum set since 2010, so 14 years now. And then I've been using an Alesis SR16 since 1998. So know my way around the machine. Wemby had 10 Mr. J's Pokemon World in the first quarter, and right now he still has 10. So he has not scored in the second quarter yet. Cooled off a little bit. The whole team has cooled off a little bit at the moment. That was the worst 1 minute I've seen. Why, Spurs? Why? Yeah, we have remote. I'm gonna have to check out your channel, Three Beards. I can actually do that now. Open link in new tab. All right, I'm gonna subscribe you up, and I'll have to check you out. You probably can see your channel right now, and you just got added to the subscription list. Congratulations. Yeah, I definitely want to check you guys out. That's awesome. This 3-point chucking is boring as hell. Yes. It is not a 20-point game, James. We're down by 11. Let's not start talking about 20-point. Let's not talk politics. Not the place. If you want to talk politics, by means, you're all welcome to do that elsewhere. 2 of the 3 first-round picks acquired from the Raptors will be in the 2024 NBA draft. Indiana's pick, plus a pick originally acquired from the Thunder that will be the lowest pick among the Jazz. All right, thank you, Zach. KJ's energy is a bit low, like the last game. Lost his defensive rotation in the last play. Super Haps, he did not look good against the Hawks, and he's not looking great tonight. The Celtics are on an 8-0 run in the last minute and 20 seconds. Wemby with the ball, gets into the paint. Little jump hook is no good. Osmo with the rebound. Wemby's starting to struggle now, missing everything. The whole team is missing everything. Wemby with the ball again. Out to Trey Jones. Jones for 3. Celtics on a fast break. Spurs get back in transition. Oh, boy. Jason Tatum with the ball. Pulls up over Kelman. No good. Osmo with the rebound. Can somebody get some offense going for the Spurs? We have 29 points. What do we have in the first quarter? We had 25. We have 4 points so far in this quarter. And the Celtics clearly have a lot more. Wemby with the jumper. 3 Beards, TSR, Ricky Lombardo, Ron Jambo. Nice. What did you like specifically take, Cowboy X Factor, about Trae Young? I made a few points, but I'm not sure one specifically. I think the huge contract he has over the next 3 years, or we're trading, or we'd have a 6'1" Trey Jones just substituted for a 6'1" Trae Young. So 6'1" to 6'1". Drew Holiday for 3, good. Are they the best team in the NBA, Hurricane Megan? Do they have the best record? Wemby pull-up jumpers. All right, Wemby is starting to heat up, which means Pop's going to pull them out. We do need Veronica's Jesus sandals. Wemby with 14 points on 6 of 11 shooting. Could easily drop 30 tonight if he gets the minutes. Wow, no defense there. Jason Tatum just walks up through the paint, walks by everybody, and throws down a dunk. What the hell? By the way, if you have not done so, make sure you hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. If you're a Spurs fan, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join our wonderful Spurs community.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
AKA, like and subscribe. Darren, I think he would too. Good evening, why not, Jack? The contract got me in that. Yes. I thought that was a good point, Cowback Spectre, and that was actually off script. You know, I usually have a few bullet points I like to talk about in videos, and then it hit me as I was talking about it. He's got 3 years left on his contract. He's got a massive contract. Wemby has 3 years left in his rookie contract. Yeah, I don't like that timing. Luke Cornett in the paint. That might be his first bucket. And we're now 14. Come on, Spurs. Vassell at the ball right now for San Antonio out in three-point land. I'm hoping Vassell doesn't start becoming passive because he's been playing so poop the last 2 games. Traveling. Kelvin and Devin Odyssey, they've been rough. Cowboy X Factor, I'm rooting for your Mavericks tonight, just for the record. Get them.
Get them! Crush them!
Spurs have 4 turnovers. The Celtics have 1. The Spurs are down by 14 right now. The last time we played the Celtics, they whooped our ASS. Well, here on a Wednesday night, they're doing the same. Jason Tatum for a long 3, and the Celtics just dropped Mr. Robinson's number on us. I have not seen that Mr. Scotch Crotch. As I turn away, Dougie hits a bucket real quick, 35-50. Spurs down by 15 halfway through the second quarter. Maybe Kellen's getting traded. Tatum's going to pull up again. That is no good. Trey Jones with the rebound will bring it up for San Antonio. Wemby trailing, wants the ball, not going to get it. Dougie goes up for 3 and then pulls it down. Jeremy gets the ball back to Wemby. Wemby back to Sohan. The ball's going to go out of bounds. And maybe a little too much passing there. This is in Boston. This is in Boston. Down 15. And for the record, Celtics do not have Kristaps Porzingis or Derek White. They're without 2 starters tonight. We got everybody. For the most part. I mean, Zach Collins is still out, but whatever. Payne Pritchard with the ball right now for the Celtics. Then get over to Luke. Force it out to Horford for 3. Oh, my God. Celtics are on a 21-6 run in the last 5 minutes. Have you guys noticed lately quarter 2 has been our bad quarter? Devin drives in the paint, throws it up off the glass, no good. He still can't buy a bucket. But remember when the third quarter was our worst quarter every game? It seems like the second quarter lately is starting to be a quarter where we lose it. We're down 18 right now. We're getting smashed right now in the second quarter. I'm kind of speechless right now. Jaylen Brown with the ball, spins around in the paint. Gets it over to Cornett. Cornett misses the shot. A fight for the board, and Jaylen Brown gets the ball back. Back to Luke, and Luke's going to throw the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Spurs ball. They are down 2 starters. XD Gamer, I don't know. And to piggyback on the Mr. J's Pokemon World, we have 1 million draft picks to trade. We have way too many second-round picks. There's a lot of speculation the Spurs might trade Keldon. DeJounte may come back. Brian Wright's been very active the last few years. It's really tough to tell what the Spurs are going to do because, let's be honest, they didn't think Derek White was going to get traded or DeJounte Murray, and they both got traded within a year. And anything's possible. Devin with the ball right now. Gets it to Champagny. Champagny's runner's no good. Sohan chases down the loose ball. It's Spurs ball with 12 on the shot clock. Back out to Devin Vassell. 4.5 minutes to go. Sohan with the ball again. Back in the paint. Turnaround jumping left hook shot. No good. And our team has gone ice cold in the second quarter. Holiday's wide open for 3. Yeah, Kenny, it feels like that. It's lately. We do need that Toronto pick, and Toronto's going to tank now. Vassell to the paint gets the layup. I feel like it's our first bucket in like 5 minutes. Yeah, and Kokoshiba, our defense is this bad, and people want to get Trae Young into this lineup. It's going to be even worse. I know the thought process is we'll just outscore our opponents. Holiday pull up off the glass. Good. Well, Ron, we knew they were going to pull Wemby. I mean, that was obvious. Holiday with 14 points already. Trey Jones for 3. Trey finally hits a 3. Yeah, they need to wake up now. Yeah, Kokoshiba, you did jinx us. I called it, didn't I? You came and you said, wow, it's close. No, actually, it's not. No, it's not. It's not close at all right now. Holiday in the paint. Travel on the Celtics. Right, Toby? And yes, Zach, protected picks are annoying. Very annoying. It's okay, Coach Chibo. It's okay, man. But as soon as you came in and said it's close, I had a bad feeling. I was like, oh boy, here we go. Sorry, I just sneezed all over Selena. Hopefully she's okay with it. Vassell forced the pull-up jumper. Good and one. All right. Let's go. You know, if we can cut this lead to single digits, we'll be okay. We can get it down to 8 or 9. We'll be good. You know what? Veronica earlier said that Devin Vassell has pineapple hair, and he's wearing the yellow shoes, so I see it. He's a pineapple. Okay. Yeah, he's got a nickname. Pineapple. All good. Thank you, Darren. F Toronto Raptors. Why you got to start the tank now? The Spurs could get it. Yeah, honestly, I know. I'm not happy either. I want to punch Steph Curry in the face for ruining. I want to punch him in the face when he's chewing on his mouthpiece. I find that utterly disgusting. Good evening, Leonardo. Celtics have hit 11 threes in the first half. Well, that's not good. I don't know. I'm just going to do this because I can.
Sucker!
Tell you that Devin's playing better. He's shooting 50% from the field. He's 2 of 4. So that's better, right? I don't know. Maybe he did just need that layup. Maybe he did. It was 19 degrees this morning at San Antonio. Hi. It was cold here in New England. Cold and icy. Almost called into work. Honestly, I did see some of the new H-E-B commercials finally. I did. We're doing okay on defense. It's just seeing the Celtics can't miss a 3. You know what, Mohammed? Sometime that's going to happen when we play the Atlanta Hawks on... When we play? Monday. And MLK. Trae Young was throwing up 3s from... Just throwing them up left and right in the first half. And they were going in. Sometime that's going to happen. No matter how good of a defense you're playing, the other team just launching them and they keep going in, there's nothing you can do. Raptors up 59-26 versus that. What? Are the Raptors are they gonna be better without Pascal Siakam? Which would be fine with me because we have their lottery pick this year, as long as it's not a top 6 pick. Wembanyama bomb block track because I'm inclined to stoop down, hand out some beat down. I did not probably say that correctly, so I'm sorry. Helen, they played great against the Hawks, so I'm hoping we have a second half turnaround. And we do need more Wemby dunking. We need some Wemby dunky, damn it. But I am shocked the Raptors are blowing the Heat out. Every opposing player becomes Steph Curry when they the Spurs. HG, yes, they do. XD Gamer, I don't watch college basketball per se, but I have been to 2 UConn. UCONN. I've been to 2 UConn games with my girlfriend this year, and I assume we'll probably go to at least one more before the season's over. And if they, or not if, when they make the, when March Madness starts, I'm sure she'll be watching some games and will ask me to watch some with her, which I'll do. I'm not a big college basketball fan, never have been. But, it's not like I don't enjoy it. It's basketball. Where's my D at? I know where mine's at. Oh, defense. Okay. Kokoshibo, the contract. He has such a huge contract that expires at the same time as Wemby's. And this team has enough defensive issues. He's only going to make the defensive issues likely worse. I know that you're salivating about the him and Wemby connection, not you specifically, but Spurs fans. And that's a turnover for the Celtics. I'm good. Champagny for 3. Damn it, Champagny! Damn Penny! Celtics ball. Jason Tatum gonna shoot it over Dominic Barlow, and so good. UConn Met, yes, I saw that, Zach. The UConn men's team is now number 1, and I believe the women's just got into the top 10 as well. That's a miss. It's Celtics ball, up by 17. Brown's going to drive in the paint, throws up the layup, good. 19-point game. I just said I would like the Spurs to get this to single digits. Well, they're heading in the wrong direction right now. Trey said that he could be the best player ever. No Wemby dunking because pop tanky. Nice, Keith. Factual statement. Champagne's going to blow by the Celtics defense and get in there for an easy layup. Jessica, I would think at least 2 first-rounders in the Hawks, if they're going to be breaking their team up, they're going to probably want at least 2 of their picks back. Maybe they'll leave the pick swap, but I think they want 2 of the picks, maybe a player. Who the heck knows? Barlow almost gets to steal, falls down, and puts the ball right in the hands of Jaylen Brown, who gets an easy jumper at the bucket. 64-45. Itchy Boy Rico's waving the white flag, and he's out. Leonardo Tony wasn't a great defender either. He wasn't. And that's turnover for the Spurs. That's turnover for the Celtics. They totally botched that fast break. Malachi's open for 3 down the other end. That was a huge brick. I didn't see who it was who tried to get fancy on a pass for the Celtics, but he turned the ball over. And this is an ugly second quarter for our Spurs. Ugly. Well, Jack, I'm fine with them not trading for anybody. I've always been a bill to the draft. We've done it before. Why can't we do it again? Tatum's going to Wow. Tatum takes a very contested 3-point shot and makes it. We're down 22. I'm speechless. That's a miss and a Celtics ball. They can hope for pretty much the last shot. There's a 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock, and we are down 1 million. You know, it's games like this that are frustrating because you're watching your team. Horford for 3. Oh, my God. They just dropped a 70 on us. Vassell's 3 at the buzzer, no good. Not really, Keith. I don't know, maybe I already answered that. My brain is squishy right now. I was just thinking, like, I could be hanging out with Miss TSR, watching a movie, getting some cuddles, like actual cuddles. I'm not being dirty right now. Just spending time with a loved one. And I'm watching our team get killed again. Tatum is just that good, Jamie. Yes, Helen, these Celtics threes are ridiculous. So when we put up the half, we'll look at the halftime stats. I don't know if we're gonna want to look at them. That was a terrible second quarter. I don't even know what to say. Let me put 12 minutes back up on the clock. I'm afraid to look at the scoreboard because I just know that second quarter is going to look bad. Go Spurs, go get that number 1 pick. UConn is the best basketball program in the world, Hurricane Megan. All right, we got scored 40-20 in the second quarter. 40-20. I'm feeling like this right now. 40-20. Yeah, Kawhi. We get it. You think it's funny. We know. You're laughing at the Spurs' misery. Well, the Spurs came back against the Hawks. The Celtics are a much better team, but maybe, the Spurs can come back again tonight. For the Boston Celtics, who come into the game 31-9 and 19-0 at home. That's right, undefeated. Tatum with 17, just cooking us left and right in the first half. Horford with 9, Cornette with 2, Holiday with 14, Brown with 12. Yeah, the Celtics starters, plus 22, plus 19, plus 17, plus 17, plus 19. That's expected. Off the bench, Hauser with 4, Brissett with 2, Q with 4, and Pritchard with 6. For San Antonio Spurs, by the way, the Spurs are 4 of 20 from beyond the arc. They started 3 of 3. Sohan and Wemby again. They are 1 of 17 since going 3 of 3. 1 of 17. Just want you to think about that. 1 of 17. Anyway, Champagny with 4, Sohan with 3. Jeremy not having a great game offensively, only 1 of 6 from the field. He does have 5 boards and 3 steals, so that's something. Wemby with 14 points, no blocks for Wemby yet. Trey Jones with 5, Devin Vassell with 7. Devin having another kind of an off night shooting. He's only 2 of 6 so far from the field. Off the bench, Barlow with 0, McDermott with 2, Osman with 2, Kelvin with 2. Blake Wesley has 6. I'm sorry, Malachi Branham has 6. Blake Wesley with the donut. Blake is the only player with a positive on the Spurs, for the record. Blake Wesley with a +1. Everybody else in the negative. Dare I say, Blake was a big part of that comeback against Atlanta. He pretty much shut Trae Young down. He's been looking good defensively. He has gotten so much better in certain points of the game over last year. For whatever reason, he can't hit the three-point shot. He's missed all his threes this year, and he's an abysmal free throw shooter. Absolutely terrible. I actually want to look it up. I'm pretty sure Blake Wesley is below 50% from the year. I mean, he's shooting Shaq-level free throws right now. Blake Wesley, last season, 59% from the free throw line, which is awful for a guard. This year, 47%. And he has yet to hit a 3. He's only taken 10 this year. He's 0 for 10. So while his field goal percentage is way up, can't hit the 3, and he's a horrible free throw shooter. 47%, man? 47% from the line? Come on, man. Practice your free throws. Practice. We in here talking about practice. Not the game. Not the game that you play to win for. You play to win the game. Practice. We in here talking about practice because he is who we thought he is. I hear the Imperial March right now. What? What is happening with the Celtics halftime show? Like the cheerleaders, I don't get it. They're playing the Imperial March, but they're wearing gold and maroon? What the hell does this have to do with... And aren't the New York Yankees the evil empire? Are the Yankees living rent-free in Boston fans, so they're even playing their theme at the Celtics game? We might not get that Toronto pick. And yes, 70 at halftime. We 100 not getting that Toronto pick. Didn't Timmy miss like 15 or 20 in a row? Free throws or three-pointers? Or yes. I never understand NBA players not hitting free throws. I mean, Shaq shot, what, 52 or 53% from his career from the line? If he shot 70%, he easily would have averaged, what, 1 or 2 more points per game? Just cost his team and himself so many points. Wilt Chamberlain was a terrible free throw shooter and averaged 30 points a game for his career. He easily could have averaged like 32 if he could be just a little bit better. Anthony, I don't know. Bibby, maybe one of the vets, Doug McDermott and Chetty Osman, are rumored to be available for trade. What's going to actually happen before the trade deadline, which is only a few weeks away, is right around the corner, isn't it? A lot of people are like that, Big Sean. You're not alone. Coach should make the Spurs listen to TSI and grow some. I don't know about TSI. How about, well, let's stick with death now. How about suffocation instead? Or, something a little more mellow. Not much mellow, but mellower. Jarling Chun, good morning to you. Wesley be gone next year, a failed first-round pick. Slap Jones, I hope not. I would rather see Rich handle the point guard position than Sohan take a shot. Well, I'll tell you this. If TSR is running point guard, you know what I'm doing? I'm passing it to Wemby. And then what I'm doing after that? I'm passing it to Wemby. And when I don't know what to do the ball, I'm throwing it up in the air for Wemby. That's all TSR is doing at point guard. Where's Wemby? Where's Wemby? Where's Wemby? He said, Where's Wemby? I don't know. That's what I'd be singing, and I would be dancing, and the players wouldn't know what to do. You'd be like, he's doing all this kind of like fruity moving and dancing, and it's weird, and I don't know what to make of it, and then I would and then I would get the ball to Wemby. And by fruity, I mean weird, not anything else. Rich, how many push-ups do you think I can do? 397,006. Challenge out there. Not efficient enough in shooting. Victor has the best percentage, and our players don't take enough shots. I'm thinking of Vassell in particular. Vassell takes a lot of forced shots. He's very good at creating a little shot, but sometimes that shot he's creating is a little too contested. Let's trade 2 second-round picks for Luka Doncic. Sure. I don't know if the Mavericks are going to go for that. Because, actually, I don't know if the Spurs are going to go for that, because that's giving up a lot. That's 2 second-round picks, which could easily conveyance like Nikola Jokic and Manu Ginobili. So why would you give up on a second-round pick for just a regular old all-star like Luka Doncic? So I don't think the Spurs would do that. I would pass to Wemby on the bench, and I would get 10 assists per game. You have to make it past half court to throw it to Wemby, though. You might have some trouble there. Pass it to... I don't remember that episode, Big Sean. Breaking news, Spurs are sending Wembanyama for Rich and Mika. What? I can't see the second part of that. The little YouTube emojis in the mouth. Since you mentioned Baby Coyote, or Mini Coyote, that's what it says on his jersey. Coyote number 2. You know what time it is? It's time for Coyote to go for a ride. Woo! Right hand's a little easier. I'm right-handed. Oh, poor Coyote. He doesn't want to watch the Spurs lose by 25. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. They'll be good. Just maybe not this year. He's gonna go to sleep now. He's young. He's got to get his rest. We need Luka's defense, though. He's known for... Will he average 20 assists per game as point guard when only passing the ball to Wemby? If I can get the ball, if the Spurs are passing it to me, up to half court, which it's debatable I can, because I'm slow and old at this point, being pushing 47. If I can get the ball past half court, then I'm just passing it to Wemby. The Celtics are not the Hawks. I remember watching you when Spurs played the Nuggets in the playoffs. Keep on growing your chin. Anthony Bustamante, you are going back to April of 2019. That was the first time I called the Spurs, and the Spurs lost those 2 games against the Nuggets and haven't been in the playoffs since. I'm not counting the play-in. So I remember raging in one of those videos, raging in both videos, because at the end of one game, DeMar DeRozan got a technical for throwing the ball to ref. He may have been thrown out of the game. I don't remember. The next game, the Spurs were down, and there was like 25 seconds left, and they just stopped playing. Like, they weren't fouling, they weren't trying. I think they had a timeout left, and I was just screaming my head off like, why are you throwing in the towel now? So, good times back then. 46, baby. I'll be 47 soon. How soon? Very soon. Butterfly, good evening to you. It's the struggle's real tonight. We're down 25. Yeah, we've had better first halves. The Dixon Way raid showing some love. I'm not familiar with the Dixon Way. I'm gonna have to check out your channel here. Are you live for the Spurs? Oh, live for the Magic and the Hawks. You are well, thank you for stopping in, Dixon Way fans. I am not familiar with your channel, if I'm being transparent. I would never make stumbling up. Let's see. You are... I can't tell who you're a fan of. Looks like you cover a little of everything. I used to do that. Props to you. That's a lot of work. When this channel started in 2019, TSR Sports was covering, and I do this as alone, well, sort of alone. I would call every NBA game during the playoffs, and man, that was tough. I mean, if you guys are able to do it, and if there's more than one of you doing it, I'll have to check your channel. Let me actually subscribe so I can check you out. Nope, I clicked on the wrong person. TSR fail. It's just, there it is. Just, hey, we're all YouTubers. We're all trying to grow. We're all, trying to show some love, right? There you are. The Dixon Way experience is the ultimate destination for sports fans. Whether you're Atlanta. There we go. Whether you're a diehard supporter of Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Braves, or Georgia Dogs. All right, so Atlanta. Man, I'm going to have to check out your channel and see if you did anything about all these trade rumors, because there's a lot of talk right now about DeJounte Murray and Trae Young being up for trade, and certainly be curious on your thoughts on that. I think it's good that Wemby experienced this losing situation, that he can grow more as a player. Anthony, we've had enough losing this year. We're good. Dude, I need a behind-the-back dunk by Wemby tonight. I need the Spurs to win. Pat, we play... Well, good news, by the way. So I'll announce it tonight. The next two Spurs games, I will not be alone. She won't be joining me on stream. That's not happening yet, but maybe someday soon in 2024. But Miss TSR Sports will be here for the game against the Hornets. And who do we play? I see some ads are coming up. I'm sorry. The Hornets and Wizards. Those are winnable games. We could possibly win those both. I can see ads are about to run. I'm sorry for some of you. I'm sorry. I have no control over it. I mean, I could shut them off, but I do put money into the channel, so I mean, I want to keep in mind. Yes, Spurs. Why exactly, Butterfly? Yes, the Hornets, then the Wizards. It's a back-to-back, so we probably won't have Wemby on Saturday night. The Hornets and Wizards are both bad. Yes, I know we're bad too, but I think we can win both those games. I can't wait for the OKC versus Spurs game. Whoever puts a better show between Wemby and between Chemby and Wet is going to win Rookie of the Year. Possibly Anthony Bustamante. Possibly that game could... the rest of those Spurs and Thunder games could really weigh which way the Rookie of the Year voting goes. Now, if they're going on record, Wemby doesn't have a chance. I know, and I've said this before, Chet Holmgren might be more efficient than Wemby. Well, not might. He is more efficient from the field. He's benefiting heavily from having SGA on his team. Chet Holmgren does not have to be the best player on the Thunder on any night, whereas Wemby needs to be the best player either on offense or defense or both for us. LeBron and his son, no way. Bronny and LeBron, and I hope not, if I'm being honest. Yes, Anthony Barton, when I started this channel, it was the beginning of the era of the Spurs suckery. I've only known suck on this channel. But yes, I've seen the New York Giants have one winning season since I started this channel. Since we started this channel, I've seen the Spurs have 0. Wemby with the ball, kicks it out to Jones, around the world to Soham for 3. Nope. So yeah, we've only known losing on TSR Sports. The Yankees have made the playoffs most years of this channel, but have done nothing with it. At all. Absolutely nothing. Which is what you are about to become. Say goodbye to your two best friends. And I don't mean your pals in the Winnebago. That's a 3 for Drew Holiday. I'm going to start getting silly here if we keep getting blown out. Drew Holiday with 17 points. He's 5 of 5 from beyond the arc. 5 of 5. Champagny goes backdoor and blows the layup at the rim. Hits the bottom of the rim. You bum, stay down. I'm just kidding. Hope he's okay. And they're going to give up an easy dunk to Luke Cornett. We're down by 30. I don't even know what to say anymore. Wemby for 3. In and out. Drew Holiday with the rebound. Can you get the thumbs up? That's what I'll say. Because I don't think we're going to get many people coming in here for the second half as the Spurs just keep digging deeper into a hole. Horford for 3, no good.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Did Devin change his shoes? He did change his shoes. He's not wearing the highlighter shoes anymore. He's not a pineapple. Sohan out to Devin. Devin's going to drive in the paint. Throws up the runner. It's got to be the shoes. You've been a Spurs fan since David Robinson's last game? David Robinson was so much fun to watch. I started watching him halfway through his rookie season, Anthony. So, some point in 1990. Turnover for the Celtics. Spurs have numbers. Trey Jones, alley-oop to Vassell. All right, the shoes help.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Those damn highlighter shoes were holding him down. No, Shannon, I'm not upset, but I hate seeing our team. I hate seeing our guys get blown out. Jaren Jackson Jr., Klay Thompson, at this point in his career, I don't think so. Getting older, Ronald has 2 severe injuries within the last 5 years. Probably still has a pretty big contract. That one I'm passing on. That pull-up jumper is no good by Jaylen Brown. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to say Celtics ball. Right? Somebody clothesline Drew. Rui Hachimura, though? Wouldn't be opposed to that. I would love to get AO. Out of that list, AO from the Bulls, yes, I'm on board there. Actually, change. It is Spurs ball. Down the cell with the ball right now. It starts to take off into the paint. Pull-up jumper is going to bounce twice and bounce out. Not a fan of Karl Malone, Mr. Scotch Crotch, and I know why you're asking, and the answer is no. Tatum pull-up is good. Timeout Spurs, down by 28. Jared, good evening to you. Adrian hates watching Champagne. Yes. I hate seeing him on the starting lineup. I feel like we could do so much better with somebody else in there. Start Osman, hell, put Kelvin back in the starting lineup. I just don't like Champagne in the starting lineup. But I hope he proves me wrong. Let me pull up jumper. Good. Rob, I don't know who I would compare him to as far as current players. I would compare Devin Vassell to Devin Vassell. Yeah. Devin Vassell reminds me of Devin Vassell. Because he's going to be the first and only Devin Vassell. And now following the Spurs, 77-51. Jared, I'm doing good. The game, well, I mean, this game is good right here. But the Spurs and myself, we're getting Chuck Norris in the face tonight. I think Wemby just had his first block while I was getting Chuck Norris. And a fast break for Champagne. He throws down the weakest thunder dunk of justice I've ever seen.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Hey, we cut the lead to 24, though. Let's start, right? The guy that passed away, yes, Jared. He actually put up a rest in peace thing at the start of the game. I didn't know who it was, and it turns out it was him. So, he was Jared, he was born the same year I was. I saw him 1977 to 2024, and that was a little scary. I was like, dang. I'm just like, that means, I'm just imagining myself checking out this year. Not intentionally, but it's like, if it all ended for me this year, it's like, I'm wording this terribly. He passed away, I'm guessing, at like around 47, which means this would be my last year on Earth, and I just, I'm not ready to go. I'm sure he wasn't either. We are down by 24. Devin Vassell looks like Devin DeSell. Nice. I see what you did there. Speaking of which, Devin with the ball right now takes off, gets into the paint, flies all over the place, throws it up and in. And one! Damn those highlighter shoes. Never wear those again. What about Pevin Vassell? Oh boy, here we go. Wow, at this point, Greg Popovich needs to retire. Jared coming in with some thunder and some lightning. Trae Young and Steve Kerr added to the Spurs roster. Steve Kerr as a player? No, Adrian Wemby's not going to play back-to-back. He's going to play one of the games. There's no way he's playing a back-to-back. He's on a minutes restriction now. I don't see him playing Friday and Saturday. We'll probably play Friday. Take Saturday night off. How about Taysom Tatum? I mean, I've told you numerous times, my favorite player is Ravid Dobinson. Drive to the paint, and Jaylen Brown gets it in there over Wemby. No, you're fine, Jared. Moses, I thought the minutes restriction was going to get lifted last week, and it's still here. I think it's just going to be here all year. Champagne for 3. All right, Julian, start hitting up and prove us all wrong. Exactly, Adrian, I'm just saying he's never going to lift them off of it. $79-59 Spurs are slowly crawling their way back in the game. Clawing their way back in the game. Jeez, I can't talk. 4 on the shot clock for the Celtics. Tatum pull-up jumper. An in-and-out burger. Wemby with the rebound. Victor will bring it up for San Antonio. Sprints up the court into the paint and a bounce pass right to Drew Holiday. He's not on your team, Wemby. He's not on your team. Down the other end, fast break layup, and Pop's going to call a timeout. Jaylen Brown gets the layup. What about RST Stroud? Oh, jeez. Megan, Wemby rolled his ankle like 3 weeks ago now, and he's been on a minutes restriction ever since. I get it for the first couple weeks, but come on, man. Enough's enough. It's not his Paul Anthony Barnes. It's not. And I think he does have 4 turnovers today. Adrian, that's fair? LX, yes, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. It does help the channel.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Trust the thumbs up. Ralph Sampson 2.0. No, don't say that. Exactly, Vera. It's not his choice. He actually came into a game against Pop's wishes a week and a half ago. Wemby has no say over his minutes restriction whatsoever. And Phil, yes, I agree. The Spurs, we got it down to 22. We were down by 30 to start the quarter. If they can get this manageable down to 14 or 12 before the fourth quarter starts, which is possible, the NBA game is about a game of runs, then we have a chance. But they're going to have to make it happen here. We can't go to the fourth down by 20 or more. Adrian, he definitely shouldn't have off the minutes restriction. And you know what? Ronald, he's played 5.5 minutes. I wouldn't be shocked if Pop pulls him. Phil, somebody said that earlier, that he might be getting punished for checking himself in the game. I can't think that you'd like to think the team's not that. You'd like to think a team wouldn't do that. PT2 Sweet 84, good evening. You're not alone. Some people would like Murray back on the team. I'm more neutral. If he comes here, great. Hopefully we don't give up a lot for him. If he never comes back, great. We didn't give him anything for him. Can we tell the guys to stop shooting threes? When we literally saw the last game how he played close to the basket, but decided to start shooting threes. When he's close to the basket, when he was crushing Atlanta, now the Celtics defense, dare I say, is a bit better than Atlanta Hawks. Shane? Fair enough. Yes, Drew Holiday's still in the league. And Philly, do you think he's that petty? Do you think this is punishment still? How you doing, buddy? You comfortable? Okay. Mike Gorman. The Celtics are 20-0 with Mike calling the game. I think that's more the team than him. Somebody does need to beat the Celtics at home. It's going to be Spurs ball. About 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And Vassell bringing it up for our Spurs. And get it over to Wemby's out. Dominic Barlow's in. 5.5 minutes for Wemby. The usual BS. Vassell catch and shoot 3. That's no good. Champagne flies for the rebound. And we're going to have a foul. He may have been pushed in the back. And we're going to have a Celtics foul, I believe. I want Spurs fans to calm down with the whole Wemby talk. It's just his first season, and we are seeing talk about ending his greatness and leaving. I think Spurs fans are worried that he's frustrated, and the minutes restrictions are going to alienate him with the coach and or team. But I'd rather not think that. He's like, wow, Vassell, a nice tough drive to the hoop and gets the layup. We're going to need a lot of Devin to come back, and we're going to need a lot from Kelvin whenever he checks in the game. Tatum with the ball, throws it up off the glass, in and out. Champagny with the rebound. Let's get this lead, and let's get this lead down, Spurs. We got plenty of time here. Trey Jones with the ball right now for the Spurs, drives in the paint. Over to a wide open Barlow for three. What? Okay. New me, good evening to you. Spurs on a 19-6 run in the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds, so they are coming back. The thing is, they just played so crappy in the second quarter and dug themselves in a huge hole. Holiday for three, no good. Champagny with the rebound. Much like the Atlanta Hawks game, they put themselves in such a huge hole. By the time they finally came back, they just ran out of time. Jones layup, no good. Barlow with the cleanup, good. It's a 15-point game. That was a lucky three. Dan, I can't argue that point you just made. He did not come here to play about 20 minutes a game. But I think this is a this year thing only. As Holiday misses a layup in the paint, the Celtics get the ball back. 4 on the shot clock. Tatum's going to force a three. No good. Sohan with the rebound. The Celtics have gone a little cold. This is our chance. Jeremy into the paint. And the offense will reset with Trey Jones, 14 on the shot clock. Trey's going to drive in the paint himself. Run right back out of the paint. Out to Devin Vassell. Vassell's going to drive in the paint. Throws up the layup. No good. Going to get fouled. We're coming back a little bit. They do usually come back at the end, and usually it's too late. So hopefully that's not the case tonight. Anthony Barr, I appreciate the $2 super chat, but I don't like reading Wembanyama as Ralph Sampson 2.0 bad omen. No, don't say that. Sampson had what, 3 or 4 good years, and then his body just totally on him. Devin's gonna be at the line for 2. We've cut the lead to 15. Devin with 16 points on 6 of 12 shooting, having a much better game than he did his last 2 games. Adrian, I think I was in Virginia. What year was that? I'll need the year on that, Adrian, to answer that correctly. But I think I was living in Virginia when that happened. Kelvin only has 2 points. Leo, we're going to need him to be much better in the second half. Devin's first free throw is good. Well, let's not even joke about Greg at 0 2.0. One pundit compared him. I mean, is that somebody for like ESPN, Anthony? I mean, whatever. I'm not going to compare him to Ralph Sampson. No disrespect to Ralph Sampson, but I don't want to compare any player, especially in their rookie year, to a player whose career was cut short by injury. That's just a douchey thing to do. I mean, with all due respect to Greg Oden, I don't want to compare anybody to his career. He lasted, what do you have, two okay years with Portland, and then just that was it for the most part. How's going to kick it out to Pritchard for 3. 3's no good. And we're going to have a lot of contact in the paint. And is that going to go against Barlow? I think it is. If Duncan learns Hakeem and Duncan moves, if Wemby learns Hakeem and Duncan moves, I agree. And Kokoshiba, Wemby is doing a ton to protect his body. As are the Spurs. (81-68), 13-point game. It is Celtics ball, 10 on the shot clock. That's a foul on Trey Jones. Peyton Pritchard got him off his feet, and Jones just landed right on him. 2013, I was in Virginia, Adrian. April 15, 2013, I was definitely in Virginia that year. Christian, I mean, they're trying to come back. The first free throw is good for Pritchard. They just had such an abysmal third quarter. They got outscored, I think it was 40-20 in the third. Yeah, take that quarter away, we're probably winning. We would be winning. We're down 15. My clock's my clock is way ahead. My clock is running. Stop running. Yeah, way ahead. I'm sorry. 3:55 to go, and there's another foul. Trey's been good as a starter, Ronald. He has. Wemby is more like Abdul-Jabbar, and he played 20. I'll take a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar type career. 83-68, Demisel going to the line for 2. Was Wemby flopping from... I don't think he's flopping. I don't think he's flopping, Jorling. Did you just say Sohan has the Kobe's on? Is he wearing Kobe Bryant shoes? By the way, Kobe Bryant's, I don't know if I want to call it anniversary, but his passing, isn't that like, by the way, Spurs 69 the Celtics. Devin misses the second free throw, but they do 69 them. But did Kobe pass away like January 24th? I think it was around this time. Yeah, and he is attacking a lot more, and I'm glad to see that. The last 2 games he's been just settling for jumpers, and they ain't not been going in. Pritchard drives to the hoop, gets the layup, good, 85-69. I think we are 26. Okay, I knew it was close. I knew it was really close. 9 days away. Devin into the paint. Out to Malachi Branham. Branham's not going to drive in the paint himself. Tries the Euro step and gets blocked by Q. Q wearing some really bright red shoes, by the way. Nemius Cuda? I'm just going to call him Q. The Celtics have 5 blocks. We have 0. Wemby has not gotten a block yet tonight. As Tatum loses the ball out of bounds, it's going to stay with Boston. Mark, I would agree with that. Helen, you actually just said the same thing. 0 blocks. We need to write. We want Wemby in. Unfortunately, it's not up to us. Q at 4 points, 4 boards, and 2 blocks. Doesn't have the legendary stat line of former San Antonio Spur legend Quindary Witherspoon, who had 6 fouls in 10 minutes. As Kellen Johnson's out of bounds, holding his face. I don't know what happened to him, but he took a shot. Q's going to get the ball and throw down a dunk, and we're back to an 18-point game. Tatum only has 19 tonight, and we're getting crushed like that. Demisel drives in the paint. Turnaround, spin around Jay. A little short. And the rebound's going to fall in the hands of Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard will bring it up for the Celtics, get into the paint. Offense is going to reset. Speaking of Tatum, he has the ball right now. Spins in the paint and falls down, and a whistle? It's like tripped on his feet. Timeout. I think people are frustrated for how long the minutes restriction's going, Toby. I feel like it's been going on for far too long. I can't believe Tatum is only 19 years old. Which Tatum are you talking about? Jason Tatum is not 19 years old. This is like, what, his 6th year in the league? He ain't 19, man. When he has 10 points in the first, yeah, Adrian, he's not going for 30 tonight. He's really not. It's Selena, cheer us up with some you.
When you're ready, come and get it. Na, 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 na.
Is there a Jason Tatum 19? I don't know of it. I know he's a lot older than 19. Heck, I'll look it up now. I want to say Tatum is 26-ish? I'll go 26. What's the Google say? He's 25. He'll be 26 March 3rd of this year. So, I was close. Definitely not 19. Not even close to 19. Look at all the sandals. From my girlfriend, she likes Wemby. There's a joke going around like Tatum is 19. Why? That didn't even make sense. He doesn't look... I guess he had to be there. Anthony, he's not been playing well lately. P-Mark, good evening to you. The Spurs are getting spurred up right now. And we could use some quick buckets. We could get some good stops. We need some good stops. If Wemby doesn't miss any games, he would be so close to 1,000 points right now. He's at 683. I think he's only missed like 5 games, though, Adrian. And at 20 points a game, that puts him at 783. So I don't think he'd be as close to 1,000 as you think. We need another big. I have not seen that commercial Kokushibo. Kind of losing hope in Kelvin. Yeah, he's not having a very good game. He's not having a very good stretch. Second game in a row where he's kind of disappeared. And this team can't have guys disappear. They can't. We're not good enough where other players are going to step up. Mark with a $2 super chat says, a definite switch in their approach. Boston's good. Boston is good. A technical on Pop. Pop trying to fire up the team. 88 is Q. Hit your boy Rico. Nemius Cuda. The only 19 tandem measure on it is like 19 in... I'm going to stop right there. Vassell and Tatum both have 19 points tonight. Tatum's on the line. I guess the technicals missed while I was looking away at the super chat. It's back to almost a 20-point game. It is 88-69. I don't think Lonnie Walker's coming back to the Spurs. Maybe Pop's trying to fire up the team. Ronald, something. Damien, hope you're doing good tonight, my friend. Longtime supporter of the channel, like many of you are. But everybody that's here, whether you've been here for a year, a minute, and everything in between, appreciate your support. Wemby has checked back in the game. Good. Brandon's going to drive in the paint, throw up the layup, and it's good. And to his credit, Malachi has been attacking the paint more tonight, and he has been fairly successful getting to the rim. Well, we are down by 18. I was saying if we can get this lead down to like 12-ish or 14, maybe we'll have a chance. I don't like going down around 20 into the fourth, so hopefully we can get a couple stops here. We need a couple stops. Not a turnover by the Celtics. That is a turnover. Spurs ball. Thank you, Mark. I try. You know, sometimes you don't realize how much time you put into a channel, but between, a 40-hour job, I probably put anywhere from 12 to 15 hours a week into YouTube. It adds up quick. 88 is pretty unique, Adrian. He sticks out. The red shoes, the headband, and the 88. Wemby turnaround jumper over Q is no good, and now we're going to have a late whistle. And this will be on the Celtics. Vera says, I think I've started to move away from some of our guys not being consistent to just accepting they're bad and need to go. Shouldn't need to have an on night every night to be of value. I've started thinking about that myself, Vera. Joe Condon, good evening to you. Well, they might make a change. We'll see. Wemby's at the line for 2 right now. I mean, if we're being candid for a moment and take our Spurs goggles off, have we as Spurs fans overrated Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell? I might be guilty of the first one. A lot of folks, I remember seeing Devin's going to be an all-star, Devin's going to be this, Devin's going to be that, and I look and I'm like, I see flashes. But I saw flashes in Lonnie Walker. I saw flashes in Keldon. Hell, I saw flashes in Bryn Forbes at times. Are we being homers, home teamers, and overrating some of our guys? I don't know. Offensive foul on Tatum. Connor, if Kellen knows he's getting traded and that's why his energy is 0, I don't think he would know that. I can't imagine the team would tell him, hey, you're getting traded next week. Because, I don't know, that'd be weird. Wemby with an alley-oop, reverse layup, no good, and you get fouled. He's going back to the line for 2. Vera, I do like their personalities. I do like the kids on the team, and I'm old enough to be their dad, so they are like kids to me, but Toby, I'm starting to feel like maybe we overrated some of our guys too a little bit. The league has overrated Wembanyama. I am going to disagree with that. They've hyped him too much, but to say he's overrated, the special things we've seen this kid do on the court, I don't think he's going to be overrated. I think he's going to be just right, but he's not going to get there overnight like Timmy or David did, and that's where I think people are off, thinking he's going to come into the league and immediately change the game. No. Christopher Roma with a $20 super chat. Thank you, my friend. He says, go Spurs, go. Got to see the Spurs at the Spurs versus Hawks for your birthday. Please like and subscribe to this awesome channel. You were at that game. Man, that was a rough first half, but you saw a heck of a second half and an amazing third quarter with Wemby going nuts. I'm so happy you got to see that game on your birthday, man. That is awesome. Thank you for your support. And here's a special Go Spurs Go to you. Man, And you know what? You even get a baby coyote dance. Beep, 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 boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Unfortunately, during the baby coyote dance, Jason Tatum threw up a 3 and made it. So we're back down to 18. Wemby with the ball. Wemby will drive in the paint. Bit of a Euro step. Very off-balance shot. That was ugly as all heck. But it went in. Okay. Wemby's very special. The things he can do at his height. Tatum's going to force a pass. I thought he was about to shoot. He actually just passed the ball off instead. And they're finally going to find Pritchard open for 3. Damn it, we didn't need that. You're welcome, Christopher. 95-7. Whoops. Maybe that was a 2? Was it 2? Maybe I hit the button a little too many times. A 5-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Wemby's going to drive in the paint. Goes up a very awkward layup, and it goes in again. Wemby's forcing some very difficult shots, but they're going in. They can be as ugly as they want as long as they go in. I think Kelvin just got in the face for the 3rd time tonight. What happened with Kelvin's face? It's going to be Celtics ball with under a second left. I like to see Wemby get 30. Hopefully he's in there long enough. Lance Sohan, inconsistent. Start the buzzer. That's not even close by O'Shea or set. All right. We've made it close. And this seems to be the script a lot of times this year, too, where the Spurs are getting blown out and they make it close. And they might not just have enough time to catch up at the end. We'll see. I'll be here to the end. Sugar J Cherry, at least they've been better lately. I mean, we also have to remember this Boston Celtics team is the best in the Eastern Conference, and they're undefeated at home. So I don't want to criticize the Spurs too much for being down to a team of this caliber. We're the youngest team in the NBA playing a team that's going to be competing for the NBA Finals. We should be losing to them, if we're being honest. We don't want to see them lose like this. We want to see the game be closer. At least they're not laying down. They are still trying. They're down by 16. They did have a good third quarter, 33-24. The Spurs actually won that quarter. The thing is, I don't know what's happening, but as of late, the second quarter has been bad for us. We were outscored 40-20, which is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Trade deadline, 3 teams. Warriors, Chicago, Lakers, go, Spurs, go. What do you mean, Jim? 3 teams to try to trade for? Or 3 teams that KJ's face is hittable? Or 3 teams you think we should try to trade with? My win forecast, originally it was 38, South 77. Originally it was 38. And we ain't getting anywhere near 38. That's not happening. Damien, I'm not bringing back UFC streams. That's not happening. Me and my friend Jeff go to UFC live events at Hooters. It's much cheaper to order a pay-per-view now. It's $80, which is absolutely ridiculous. I'd rather go to Hooters with Jeff, get some food, watch the event, and plus the atmosphere is something that I really appreciate. When something big happens, you hear the whole place go, ooh, or ah, and you just can't recreate that at home. So we are definitely probably not ever going to do live streams. And the problem with the UFC is I would do UFC shorts of the reactions of the Hooters crowd, but you never know when something's going to happen. I can't just sit there. I don't want to sit there and like just keep recording 1 minute at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 minute at a time of a short, hoping something happens. I suppose I can record every fight on my phone and edit when I get home. The problem is I don't get home till like 1:30 or 2 in the morning. So just, that's not happening. Where UFC might come back, I was talking to my girlfriend about this. It kind of hit me. I was like, you know what? I have some really heavy songs that could be fight anthem type songs that don't really seem to fit with like the Spurs or the Giants or the Yankees. Why don't I make a UFC fight song? Right? I have a song that I need to get back in the music studio and check that out, actually, what parts of the song I have. But I have a song that I love the chorus. I love how heavy it is. But the chorus doesn't fit anything I'm doing on the channel. The chorus is I just growl Slaughter to Prevail, which is a death metal band. And I was like, wait, that's totally the attitude in the UFC, Slaughter to Prevail. I mean, you're not actually trying to kill the person in the octagon, but I was like, that song would be a perfect UFC fight song. It's heavy as you know what. So I'm going to see if I can do something with it. I just got to get in the music studio and see if I can, what parts I can change to make it fit the channel and fit a UFC fight song. Let's start the fourth quarter. Will Mr. Fourth Quarter himself, wide open Wemby, help the Spurs come back? We shall soon see. Brown's open for three. Well, not going to come back like that, leaving players open for wide open threes. It's $80 plus the ES. Yeah, exactly. It's not worth it. Runner by Dougie's no good. The putback by Wemby's no good. Wemby will finally get the loose ball and then loses the balls. We have a whole bunch of players tangled up. And it's going to be Celtics ball, 97-78. Hurricane Megan, I do like death metal. I do. I got into my journey was Metallica, Pantera, death metal. So I started getting to Cannibal Corpse, Suffocation, Morbid Angel, Deicide, Cryptopsy, Dying Fetus, the really, really Obituary, Carcass, a lot of the big bands of the 90s. We are 6 of 25 from 3. And it's your boy Rico, we started 3 of 3. We've started 3 of 3, which means we've been 3 of 22 since then. You're not going to win games shooting like that. Brandon to the G League, Armando, I don't think it'll happen, but a lot of fans are a little disappointed in his progression in year number 2. Second free throw is no good. Keldon with the rebound. Man, Keldon's been quiet tonight. I struck you as a Neil Diamond guy? Definitely not. I mean, I do like Sweet Caroline and like a couple other songs. Neil's a talented guy, but definitely not Neil Diamond guy. Anthony Bartons, nobody knows about my channel in the Spurs organization as far as I know. That's not true. Some people that work at the Spurs arena at the Frost Center are subscribers, so I suppose in that regard, some people in the Spurs organization do know about the channel. A miss by Holiday, a putback by Luke Cornett, and we're back down, and we just turned the ball over. They turned away to fix a score. And a quick layup by O'Shea Brissett. Now it's a 24-point game. Just like that, we're down 24. Joe Reyna, good evening. Loving the Rocks is a good song. Damien, I'd rather just still go to Hooters. I'm not really into those type of sites. I never have been. Missed by Dougie, it's Celtics ball. And they're going to turn the ball over. Keldon with the interception on an easy steal. Vassell for 3, no good. I can't believe we're down 24. Yes, I can. Celtics ball 10 minutes ago. This pull-up 3 is in and out for Sam Hauser. Wemby with the ball. Is he going to take a straight-up 3? Nope. Get it back to Dan Vassell. Pick and roll. Vassell with the alley-oop to Wemby. And he missed the dunk, but he got fouled. McNugget should start another booby dance. I wouldn't say the team's garbage caps 210, but they're not playing good. We need to get you some attention from the organization. Mark, I mean, that would be great. I certainly would be just... If I could ever get a Spur on here or Sean Elliott or anybody, that would be great. But I don't know. I mean, to them, I'm probably a small channel. They're going to see 21,000 subscribers and probably think too small. When we get to 50, when we get to 100, then that might catch the eyes of the Spurs organization. But if I'm being transparent, probably too small of a channel right now in their eyes. A right P2 sweet. Kelvin's been a little rough lately. I'm underselling it. Kelvin's been really rough lately. He was so good against Chicago, and since that game, he's not been the same. Wemby makes both free throws. How many points Wemby got? He's got to have over 20 now, right? 25. Somebody said they wanted Wemby to go for 25. Wemby went for 25. Drew Holiday into the paint. We'll kick it out for 3. Hauser for 3. Swish. We're getting beat by guys I've never heard of. He always was a role player, Joe. He always was. 30 bench points for the Celtics and 19 for the Spurs. Trey Jones for 3, no good. Not the shot we're looking for. Ozzy, it's tough watching the team lose like this. It really is. But you know what you can do? Even though the team's losing, I could still use a thumbs up from you if you wanted mine. I don't know where we're at, but would like to get at least to 125.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Sohan on the fast break gets the layup. 105.82. Drew Holiday's going to kick it out. Yeah, wow. O'Shea Brissett was wide open for three. I thought he was going to launch to three. He didn't. Las Aguas. Trey Jones just hits the ground. We're going to have an offensive foul on the Celtics. Time to come back. Watching is a great passer. Imagine what he could do with Wemby. I don't think that came out, Leonardo, the way he wanted it to. Who's a great passer? Sweet 84. I mean, I've watched every game this year. There's two games I missed that I couldn't call. One I was having an eye issue, and the other one I just took the night off. But I have watched every Spurs game this year, and there's been some tough games to watch. We're going to have foul on Wemby as he fouls O'Shea Brissett going into the paint. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, congratulations on the Packers win. It's your boy Rico. That's not going to be a popular opinion on the channel, as there's quite a few Cowboys subscribers, and they're not too happy with the Packers win. Man, that's the Cowboys in the playoffs. I don't know. Every year. They're a great team during the regular season, almost every year. And then the playoffs come, and they just Brissett's first free throw is good, 106.82. Oh, the Packers played the Niners? Ooh. I didn't realize that. That can be tough. No, those are jerseys. These are real. You can see them moving. Go, Damien. Those are 5 jerseys. I also have a Kelvin jersey in my closet, which you guys see me wear on occasion. And the Lions. Oh, that's right, Damien. I forgot 2 division rivals are still in the playoffs. Spurs down by 27. I forgot that other free throw. Kelvin's going to launch a 3. Wow, rare Kelvin make. Spurs down by 22. The old starting lineup is out there right now. 107-85. Jaylen Brown in the paint gets blocked by Sohan. Nice defense by Sohan. That's an very difficult off-balance block by Jeremy. Jeremy's going to take it coast to coast, and he gets blocked by Luke Cornett. Should have passed that one up. And down the other end, O'Shea Brissett is blocked by Wemby. 3 blocks in a row. Block, block, block. Dak Prescott is like the James Harden of the NFL. Oh, Dan. That is harsh. That's just mean. But not too far off. 107-85 at a Celtics ball. 14 on the shot clock for Boston. Jaylen Brown just kind of standing out there, dribbling around, dribbling. 4 on the shot clock now. Finally going to take off in the paint. Pull-up jumper is no good, but he got fouled. We're going to have 2 free throws coming up. DJ Stroud looked great, by the way, for the Texans. That kid is just... I had no idea he was that good. Actually, dare I say, probably a lot of people did not think he was going to be that good this quickly for the Texans. I'm sure most people wrote the Texans off, and now they're playing great. Brown at the line, he's got 19, 6, and 5. First free throw is good. Make that 20. I don't think they will, Connor, but you never know. Murray and Wemby would be good for each other off the pick and roll. Pick and roll game would be beautiful. Dak Prescott is the CM Punk of the UFC. Oh. I don't think everybody will get that reference, Damien, but I get it. At some point, I think Pop's going to wave the white flag. Mark, we're down by 24. I mean, I'm here because I'm a Spurs content creator. Wemby throws it down hard.
Thunder dunk of justice.
All right, even though the Spurs are losing, Wemby gets a little poster action. I do need a thunder block of justice. Drew Holiday for 3. The Celtics' three-point shooting tonight is just on fire. Spurs with the fast break, and Dan Vassell with another dunk.
Thunder dunk of justice.
We're down 23, though, and running out of time. Trade Sohan. Wemby only 5 rebounds. That it. He's scoring, though. He's got 27. The thing that kills me is Wemby's 10 of 19 from the night. But he's 2 of 6 from the arc. Yes, he hurt his first 2 threes, and then he's over 4 since. If he took a few less threes, his efficiency would be so much better. You know what? We're having some really bad games for quite a few players. Jeremy Sohan is 2 for 9 tonight. 5 points. Trey Jones is 2 for 7. 5 points. He does have 10 assists. Keldon Johnson only has 5 points. He's only taken 4 shots. He's 2 of 4. He is very passive tonight. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I got. I don't know. Yes, PT2, Murray would be a defensive upgrade at point guard for sure. We'd go from a 6'1 point guard to a 6'5. I don't know. You know, that team cancer stuff with Murray, I know he said some stuff after he was traded. I really think he was butthurt. I think he was really mad about getting traded. I thought he wanted to be the the guy. I think he wanted to stay here. Now, I'm not saying it's what he did was right with what he was putting on the social medias left and right. But I'm just saying I think he made a mistake. He made an immature mistake. And I think he realizes that because you see him lately talk about how much he likes San Antonio and this, that, and the other. Has positive things to say. I think he realizes he made a big mistake. And if he came back here, so be it. I'm not rooting for him to come back, but I'm not going to be against him coming back if he came back for the right price. Yes, his shot selection does need better. Trade Simon because very stupid player. Hawks got worse with Murray. I think they actually did. It was a Spurs selling DeJounte Murray short. Don't remind Pop he's almost at 30 or he'll pull him out, right? Adrian Lopez, I get it. Some of the post-game interviews get me a little bit the wrong way. Not saying it was justified, Anthony Bartons. Not saying it was justified whatsoever. I'm just saying I see where he was coming from. Doesn't mean I have to like it. I don't know if he wanted out. I don't know. Who knows? Only he knows. In the end, it is what it is. I don't think he's coming back, and it's not going to matter. DJ started hanging on number 2. Alex, it's one of those weird nights. He's not getting many rebounds. He has no assists. It just, you're going to have nights like that when you're a center. It is Celtics ball. The Spurs are down by 23. I'm just hoping we can make it respectable and cut the lead to 12-ish. Get Wemby maybe a few more points. Get him to 30. That'd be cool. Tatum pull-up jumper is an air ball. Celtics get the ball back. They get it back to Tatum. He's going to miss this 3. It is Spurs ball. Jones will get it up the court. Gets it into Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Back to Jones. Jones layup. Hey, Wemby's got an assist. There you go. That's an assist for Wemby. For those of you talking about Wemby's assists, there's one. And there can be only one. Mr. Scotch, you're true. You're true on that statement. Wemby heard you guys. He heard he doesn't have an assist. And then, sure enough, let me double check ESPN. Yep, he's officially got an assist. All right, Wemby, you show him. You get that one assist, buddy. Anthony, that set the franchise back. Trading Kawhi for DeMar DeRozan. I like DeMar, but he's not Kawhi Leonard. Both players, when they're at the top of their game, one of these is not like the other. It is very much apples and oranges, and that really started the decline of the franchise. Yeah, Wemby's still trying. The Spurs are still trying. We have a jump ball. Wemby's out, though. Pop has pulled Wemby with 5:41 to go, and now we have a timeout. So I don't think Wemby's getting to those 30 points. No tanking, no Wemby. I forgive the Spurs management for all decisions made prior to the 2023 draft. Fair enough. Well, the Spurs are waving the white flag more than likely. Yes, they are. You know why? Because we had Devontae Graham sighting. And when Devontae Graham's in the game, the Spurs have given up. That's the official we give up. Oh, well. I'll stay here till the end. It's actually kind of early. It's only 9:30. We're 2 hours into the stream, so the game's been going by at a pretty fairly good quip. We had one Wemby donkey. It's your boy Rico. I don't think I actually said Wemby donkey during the dunk because I don't think Wemby donkey when it happens. That was a legit Freudian slip where I was just excited in the moment and yelled out what I yelled out. You know, I was excited Spurs fan. By the way, we're 10 thumbs up away from 150. It'd be really cool, even though the Spurs are losing, if we could get to 150 thumbs up. So you, only you, can get us to 150. And prevent forest fires, but I would love to get 150 if we can, so I'd appreciate your support.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
You just got to be patient. Yo, we've been trying. It's tough. Not the losing, but sometimes how bad we've lost throughout the season. Like those really bad losses where we lost by like 30. That's where my patience is wears a little thin. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Hey, we got 2 easy games coming up. I don't think there's any chance, and you know what, that Wemby plays the back-to-back, but we got the Hornets and the Wizards. Those teams suck, as do we, but we can win both those games. Is he up to 26 now, Alan? So he'll be up to 30 soon, I hope. Number 2 problem is hereditary. Are any players league-wide averaging more than 35 minutes a game? Saul 77, the last decade minutes have been cut. I mean, you look back in the day, Jordan was playing 40 minutes a game. Allen Iverson was averaging 42 to 43 minutes a game. Mr. Robinson was playing almost 40 minutes a game. Tim Duncan was playing almost 40 minutes a game. I don't know, did Robinson actually average 40 minutes a game in his career? I'm gonna look that up real quick. The year he averaged 30 points a game, 29.8. I know, don't hashtag me. He had to have been close to 40. David did average 40. The year he averaged 29.8 points a game, 93-94. David Robinson played 40 and a half minutes a game. They talk about how much more athletic everybody is today and this, that, and the other, and how better, it's, you know, how technology's advanced, yet I feel like the players are playing less minutes and they're playing less games. They're taking games off all the time. So how's that work? How is it everything's better, but nobody can play 82 games anymore? Same thing with baseball. You see baseball, and it's like, baseball players are so much bigger, stronger, faster, this, that, and the other. Well, how come the guys in the 70s could pitch 300 innings and 25 complete games, and the guys in the 80s were doing kind of similar things, and the guys in the 90s were kind of doing that, and then now nobody can pitch past the 6th inning? Trey Jones runner is good. MJ played 82 games with the Wizards his last year. His very last season, I mean, he played 82. He played the full season. Celtics balling. I'm surprised the Celtics have their starters out there. You're up by 19. Like, what are you playing for here? Jaylen Brown will get it over to Jason Tatum. Tatum's going to throw up a floater off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound will fall in the hands of Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard's going to drive baseline and gets Drew Holiday in the paint, and the bucket's good. The Dodgers probably are winning it. Jared, welcome back. Glaze and Bacon, those 4 shots are kind of iffy to me, and that's a turnover for the Spurs. Sports got really soft. It just doesn't make sense, right? When you look at all the technological advances we have with working out and medicine and nutrition, and while the players do seem like they're more athletic, they're much more fragile. Is that the cost of being more athletic? Your body can't withstand anything? Nobody plays 82 games anymore. Nobody's playing 40 minutes a game anymore. And this is a softer league too, might add you. Back in the 80s, 90s, you could foul the crap out of people. You knock the crap out of them, and it would just be like a technical. You get thrown out of games today. Anyway, we're in super garbage time because Dia Kaitai is in there for the Spurs. I don't know why Jeremy Sohan's still out there, but whatever. That three's no good. Spurs ball, and I'm going to not start knowing some of these Celtics guys shortly here. Mama with the ball for the Spurs. Gets it over to Dominic Barlow. Barlow's going to start to drive in the paint. Stops, spins around, pops. In and out. Brown with the rebound. Vassell, 3 for 26 from 3 his last 5 games. Ooh, 3 of 26. That's true, Joe Reyna. UFC fighters would fight 4 main events a year, and now they fight only 2. Sports have changed a lot. Of course, the NBA is a 3-point shooting contest now, so I mean that's the biggest change. Why does the Boston coach have Brown? Right? Damn easy. He's finally gone to the bench. He's gone full bench. Jared, yes. Unfortunately, this could end up being this worst Spurs team of all time. After this loss, the Spurs will drop to 7-33. That's almost exactly halfway through the season, which means we're on pace to win maybe 15 games, which would be the worst Spurs team of all time. Right now, the worst team is the 96-97 Spurs. They were 20-62. That's kind of an asterisk here because David Robinson missed 76 games. Sean Elliott missed half the season. Just their two best players were out most of the season. So, whatever. No injuries on this year. This is just, it would just be us being that bad. We'd have no excuses. At least that team can say David Robinson was out for almost all the year. We have no excuse. Q with the miss in the paint for the Celtics gets the ball back. A new 24 on the clock. Boston up 114-93. And interesting Spurs lineup right now. Mamu, Diakite, Barlow, Graham, and Wesley, the A-team. That's a Celtics missed. At least we beat the Pistons. There you go. Mamu gets it to Diakite, misses in the paint. Follow-up is no good. We're going to have a foul. And Q, no, that's not Q. Who is that on the floor? Is that Q? Q on the floor for the Celtics. Starting pitchers in baseball only go 5 innings now, and these teams still give them huge contracts. Is it 5 innings now? Is it down to 5? Who's number 20 for the Celtics? Because he's got some great hair. There's actually 2 free throws coming up for the Spurs. My man Diakite at the line. Rocking Eric Dickerson's number 29. First free throw is good. Spurs have cut the lead to 20. Who the hell is that coming in for? Oh, gosh. There's some people I don't recognize at all for the Celtics. Antonio surprised at his own threes and sub-rim like chips. He ain't shooting no threes. We did destroy the Pistons. Butterfly, I don't think so. I think the Trae Young stuff is just a lot of rumor mill. I don't see it happening. Which means it'll happen tomorrow because I said it won't happen. 3 minutes to go, my friends. 3 minutes to go. And I'm going to jump on my Xbox. Because why not? 3-point by Bearded Dude is no good. Hair with the rebound. Ball's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to stay Celtics ball. Number 20 for the Celtics. He got some great hair. He got a lot of hair. I don't know what this dude's name is. He's got a lot of hair. Davidson. Hairman at the line for 2. Hair drops the first free throw. Celtics just subbed in a 2K generated player. Players. They got dudes out there I've never seen before in my life. J.D. Davison's the guy that's Mr. Hair. Blake Leslie with the ball for the Spurs. Blake has been playing fairly well, although the dude can't hit a free throw to save his life. Mamba with the ball, drive off the glass, good. Spurs have cut the lead again to 20. There's still plenty of time on the clock. Celtics ball. Dreadlock guy passes it, and that's a turnover. Wemby at, I think, 27, Jared. He had a good game. He had 27 to lead the Spurs. Jason Tatum led the Celtics with 24. Just, another one of those nights. The Spurs just, we're playing a really good team. Wesley kicks it out to Mamu for 3. No good. Bald dude with the rebound. Dreadlock guy will bring it up for the Celtics. Kicks it out to number 50, not David Robinson. Number 50 miss. Bearded number 50 guy with the miss. Barlow with the ball for the Spurs. Drives in the paint. All over the place. Throws it off the glass. No good. Gets his own miss. The putback is no good. And Dominic Barlow just putting a lot of effort in. Dreadlock guy for the Celtics will take it up the court. Gets in the paint. Pull-up is no good. He gets his own miss. And we're going to have a foul. And I think Dreadlock guy is going to the line. Put Victor's sister in rotation when he comes out. Okay. The spread for the sportsbook is 19.5. Well, well, well. You don't say. Oh, be careful, baby coyote. Hashtag free Dougie. Is that going to be a thing here for the Spurs? Hashtag free Dougie? Bibby, maybe. Boston ball guy reminds me of Spurs Lloyd from back in the 90s. I don't know who any of these Celtics guys are at this point. I don't know who any of them are, so please don't feel like I'm being disrespectful. I can only go by what they look like now, because I don't know who they are. Bobby February, good evening. Yeah, a rough one for sure tonight, but we got 2 winnable games coming up as Blake Wesley turns the ball over in the paint. Spurs down by 21. Fast break for the Celtics. Bearded guy with the ball gets in the paint. Out to Hairman. Swings it around the dreadlock guy. Dreadlock guy for 3, no good. Diakite with the rebound for the Celtics. Wesley for 3 down the other end, no good. And Wesley has missed all his threes this season. All his threes. My man can't shoot threes or free throws. I don't know what's happened with him. Hairman has it for the Celtics, gets it out the ball dude, around the world the bearded guy. And on the shot clock, bearded guy drives in the paint and kicks it out. We'll go around the world to Hairman, back to ball dude for 3. Total brick shot. Spurs trying to run a fast break. Wesley to Diakite, and he's going to throw down a monster dunk.
Thunder dunk of justice.
And the Celtics are going to go to 20-0 at home. No, we're going to stop at 98. We're going to stop right below 100. Well, Sarah, we played bad. Really, the second quarter killed us tonight. We got outscored 40-20. The rest of the game, the Spurs were fine. That quarter, not so much. Are the Spurs trying to score? What are we doing? Just dribble it out. Don't be like that. Meltano, good night to you. Thank you all for stopping in tonight. These guys are really trying to score again. You gotta be kidding me. Barlow for 3. Air ball. You deserve that. You deserve that air ball. Just gotta dribble it out. I know they want 100. No. When the other team dribbles it out, you dribble it out too. You don't do that. I'm sorry. When the other team says the game's over, you agree. And you say the game's over and don't try to score again. Jay Hall, good evening to you. Well, we got 2 winnable games coming up, and I'll be live with Miss TSR for both of those on the weekend. But let's look at the final stats for this turd burger tonight. Spurs dropped to 7-32. Or 7-33. I don't know. We have a lot of losses. 7-33, excuse me. We got Charlotte and Washington coming up, 7 o'clock Eastern, both times on Friday and Saturday. So I'll obviously be live for that. We'll be live for that. As far as the box score, we'll start off with the Boston Celtics. Tatum with 24, Horford with 9, Cornette with 6, Holiday with 22, Brown with 21. So just across the board, very consistent. The big 3, Tatum, Holiday, and Brown all scored over 20 off the bench. Stevens with 0, Hauser with 7, Brissett with 7, Q with 6, Pritchard with 12, Lakiuka with 0, Davison with 2, Batten with 1, Walsh with 0 for our San Antonio Spurs. Champagny with 9, Sohan with 5. He did have 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. You like that, but the 2 of 9 shooting just ain't going to get it done. Wemby with 27. Did have 5 turnovers, though. Trey Jones with 9 and 10 assists, and Demisel with a bounce-back game with 21 points. Off the bench, Mama with 2, Diakite with 3, Barlow with 5, McDermott with 2, Osman with 2, Calvin with 5. He played 23 minutes. He only took 4 shots. You got to be much. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steals, no turnovers. So 4 shots in 23 minutes. The team needs a lot more out of you off the bench. Devontae Graham with 0, Brandon with 8, and Wesley with 0. You look at the game, the Celtics outscored us 30-25 in the first. We outscored them 33-24 in the third. They outscored us 23-20 in the fourth. It's that damn second quarter that we got outscored 40-20. We lost by 19. They outscored us by 20. So really, that second quarter obviously cost the Spurs the game. Yeah, you know, it's a team that's developing. It's going through a lot of growing pains, and tonight's one of those growing pains. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you for stopping in, my man. I trimmed it up. That NBA short, that short video I did with the Wemby donkey, I realized I got quite a bit of gray right here. I didn't like it. So hopefully this makes me look a little more youthful. And hopefully, hopefully everybody thinks it looks better, I guess. I don't know. So that's all I got. And thank you all for hanging out. Tough loss, but we'll get them Friday and Saturday, right? Anyway, I don't know how we beat the Suns twice, Jared. I've been asking myself that all year. I still don't know, but all good. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!